So hello everybody. I should be unmuted. I check all the things, literally check all the things. I am unmuted, awesome. Hey Paranor, thanks for the raid. It is totally a Paranor raid. It's awesome. Paranor came just in time. How is Minecraft today? I am totally amused by the Space Galaxy teacup. I think it's amazing. Hey Ironheart. Hey Midtown. Hey Elkhorn. Hey Gem Doctor. Who else snuck in? Hey Star Song. Hey Uncle Bill. Hey Kerbal. Hey Disillusioned. Oh, you took out... You killed your old iron farm to make a new one. Oh wow. Oh wow. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, oof. I have had caffeine, trust me, before somebody goes, caffeine! I've had caffeine. Hi, Origami Freak! I'm so glad you were able to join us for a live stream. No yawning. I know, right? I know. It's just one of those days. I had caffeine and I spilled some and I think it's all gone now. Yeah, it's all gone now. Happy Friday indeed. Happy Friday to everybody. Oh. I will probably need more caffeine after this. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. It is... So let me see, is the Soul Thief paying any attention? Puck's all paying attention. Hey, Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell. Tinker. She is awake, trust me. Tink. See? There you go. There you go, paying attention. Gonna eat up all that camera. Are you gonna beg for bits? Puck for once is the one that's just off camera. Alright, now we have dogs looking for bigs. Origami Freak asks, is Dr. Pamela still ill? That's my assumption. That's my assumption. I think she's to the point where she can talk, but I think talking triggers coughing. So there's that issue. Sorry, I'm just gonna mess with my video for real quick. Because it looks like the gain is just a bit too high. There we go. Yeah, so I'm hoping next week she'll feel better to do daily space. But I think talking still makes her cough. So. I am not Dr. Pamela, I just play her on stream. Oh, you suspect the week after. Oh my. Oh my. Oof, 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 oof. PSI is gonna be like, did you mean to work all these hours? Again at me. And I'm gonna be like, yeah, I meant to. They actually do yell at me if I use too many hours in a week in a pay period. So there's that. Trying. I just need to rearrange all my lights. We'll call you Dr. Panny. Oh my, I don't even have a graduate degree. Panela. Panela? Panela. I don't even have a graduate degree. But no, 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 no. Annie is fine. Annie is fine. Space Toilet Queen. I'll take that. I'll totally take that. Hey, honey. How does Space Toilet Queen sound? Favorite human just said, what? What? Space Toilet, what? Honorary. Okay. A favorite human's like, what? What's this about space toilets? I think he's tired of space toilets. I think he's tired of space toilets. Hey, favorite human. Star Song says hello.
I say.
They can't hear you. You're too far away.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Come here.
I'm not to be heard.
Trust
I'm
me.
to be translated.
Oh, they can hear you.
Oh my. Oh
But Star Song says hello.
my. Hello, hello, hello.
I keep...
Hold away.
I heard, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Yeah, that was him. No. I know the microphone is sensitive, but, he's, when he's all the way in the kitchen, I'm not sure if it picks him up that well. So, he just needs a space plunger. Give him some bits. He finds bits in his pockets. I don't need to give him bits. He finds Cheerios in his pockets. Hey, Larry. Hey, Guido, what's for dinner? Hey, DPI. See, now I'm hungry. Hello, Kevlar, if I didn't say hello to you yet. Good morning, Veronica. Juana, hey, welcome. You have not missed anything yet. This is, me waiting for people to trickle in. So, yeah, Twitch does do that, which is exactly why I start the stream way early, because at least there's dogs. Hey, Dr. Pamela! So, the great question of the day is are you still ill? And I'm like, I think the answer is yes, y'all, I'm here. So, yeah. We're taking bets on whether or not, you know, you'll be able to talk without coughing, next week. Okay, cool. So Dr. Pamela's gonna do astronomy cast. That's awesome. And Puck's like, where's the Cheerios, Mom? Where's the Cheerios, Mom? Oh, and your nighttime meds or cough meds are still wearing off. Yeah. So you're probably even feeling more drowsy than me. Here's some Cheerios, Puck. Yeah, we all hope you feel better soon. So as a reminder to anybody that watches me on Sunday, I am not streaming this Sunday. I am going to a graduation party in Columbus. That's, you know, Ohio state capital, so Columbus, Ohio. And my parents and I leave tonight, and the party's tomorrow, and I don't know what time we're coming back tomorrow night. But I get to see my nephew and my cousins and my aunts and my uncles, so that's all exciting. So, Guido says, just making some sandwiches because it's warm and I've caught a cold in general, blarg. Not as dramatic as Starstrider, though. Feel better soon, Pamela. Ohio, the Florida of the North. Oh, Walker. Oh, Walker. Image done does not work on the first image after login at Firefox on Windows 10. Yeah, I think that, I think the first image after the tutorial is just a sacrificial image. So you've lost 2 images now? I know they were looking into a potential, potential timeout issue. Bombadil says, LOL. Esther B says she is gone. Yeah, I don't know where Tinker is, and Puck is standing next to me. No tutorial, finished that yesterday. I don't know. Part of me is like, maybe I'll just submit a blank image before I start trying to mark up a new image. Hey, Esther B. So I already hear a cat crying, which I don't have the energy for this today, cat. Veronica Kier says, my friend in Florida was complaining this morning that the launch last night rattled the windows for 5 minutes. I banged on it a few times while threatening and it went through. Okay. I mean, if that's what it... Yeah, it is unfortunate to see 70 to 80 minutes lost. No, Noana, that is totally my cat. There are no tiny humans in my house. It is totally a cat. He sounds like a baby crying. I don't know why. He's been fed. I have a can of cat food ready. If he does show up, I do have a can of cat food ready for him at my desk. And he has a bunch of these treats. I went and I bought him special treats because he has like no teeth. All of these are lickable cat treats that he will eat, just not at my desk. So we'll open up the tuna recipe, and it's a variety pack just to see what he would eat, and he'll eat these, and he'll eat them from the tube, just not at my desk, which is immensely frustrating. And he's already been all over my desk, and he's already knocked things over, and I don't know. Keeper of Map says, cats have figured out that people respond to crying babies. They have. Dogs have owners, cats have staff. I am the feeder and the pooper scooper for my cat. And sometimes Shauna and Donna. Nana. Okay. The soul thief has been dethroned by Puck. Yeah, that's because Puck's being a jerk lately. Puck's being a jerk. The cats are smart tyrants. Oh my goodness. I lived with a cat that didn't like to jump over the baby gate, and she figured out that when she was a kitten, she could squish through the baby gate like one of my older cats could, because my older cat would literally twist her hips to go through. And so this cat would not jump over the baby gate, and she would just stand by the gate and stare at you until you opened it. So Star Song, Puck is the white fluffy one, and Tinker is the little black one. So the one that's on camera right now is Puck. So and my cat is old, like 12, 14? I'm not even sure now, but he was like 8 when I got him, and I've had him for several years. So I would say he's 12 or 14. But yeah, he has like next to no teeth, so yeah. I know, my boy dog looks like a girl dog, and people think my girl dog is a boy dog, which I find hilarious, and I think it's just because of their coats and the coloration. So yeah, it's a bank holiday weekend for us too, which is why I think there's 2 graduation parties tomorrow. 2. Although I did find out we're not camping, we're staying in a hotel. So there's that. I do enjoy camping, it's just last night I thought I would maybe have to sleep on the ground. So yeah, there's that. You're just off camera, and I think you know this, because you know I'll toss more Cheerios to get you on camera. There you go, Puck. Milkshake. Milkshake sounds good. It does sound good. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna stall 5 more minutes to make sure everybody's here. Which I'm sure everybody's like, but what's happening? No. We're totally going to stall 5 more minutes. So, because even though it looks like everybody's here, I always know somebody comes in super late. Milkshakes are the new eggs. Milkshakes have a new meaning in UK. Oh my goodness. Larry Weird says that explains why Kitty sings the blue. Oldness hurts. It does. There's milkshake IPAs and stouts and things like that. Eggs in a milkshake. Isn't that technically eggnog? Hey, Michael. Yeah, he's old. The cat is old and skinny and probably struggling to keep weight on. So that's not annoying or anything. Wait. Eggnog totally does have alcohol in it, but you can also get non-alcoholic eggnog around the holidays here. Oh, thank you. You're welcome, Larry. Thank you for paying your taxes. Bennu Mappers drove me to install your Wacom tablet. I may have to borrow the Wacom tablet from the university for Bennu Mappers. Why are you doing this, Annie? I need it for the stream. I need it for the stream. And of course they'll tell me yes. I have not seen them in probably a month though, so yeah. You can buy it at the store without alcohol, but it's much better with. I don't think I've ever had eggnog with alcohol because I started drinking it before I was legally allowed to drink. And then I think recently I realized how many calories were in it, and I was like, nope. Nope. Wow. I think you win the prize for the oldest Wacom tablet. Hey, Sammy. Because I know the one that I have access to at the university is, I think it's just USB. Add ROM, it'll change my life. I'll have to do that. Come around the, I'll have to do that when the holidays come around. So go to the liquor store and get eggnog. Okay. I will totally go to the liquor store around Christmas and get eggnog. No! Right, and hopefully my neighbors will be done honking their horn. For no reason. For no reason. I bet they watch the stream, the neighbors? Oh my. Probably not. They're probably not aware of what I do. They may not even be aware that I live here. Because they're not my immediate... Yeah. Oh, it is time. It is totally time, isn't it? Alright, so we're gonna kill the music. And... then we're... Where's the thing? I lost all the things. Alright. So we killed the music, and then we are going to run the rocket video for a second. And I lost chat. That's what I was losing. Yeah. So music's dead. We're gonna run the rocket video, and then we're gonna come back with the news. So I will see you on the other side as soon as I find it. Hello, and welcome to Daily Space for today, May 24th, 2019. I am your host, Annie Wilson, and we're going to get into the news. We have, I think, 4 stories for you today. Please tag your questions with @CosmoQuest and @StarStrider so they are easier to see. I am not the astronomer. I know enough astronomy to be dangerous. Dr. Pamela is the astronomer, and she is in chat today. So, yeah, let's start this. Let's do this thing. All right, so first up, and I've seen a couple of you talk about it in chat a little bit, is we're going to talk about the Chinese launch that happened earlier this week. So, China had a launch on Wednesday, May 22nd at 2200 hours, 49 minutes UTC, which would be Thursday morning, May 23rd, local time in China. This launch did not go as planned. The image that I have up on screen is from Chinese social media, and you can kind of faintly see some weird cloud trailing things going on. Yeah, it's not supposed to happen or look like that. China did release an official notice, and it says on the morning of May 23rd, China launched the remote sensing number 33 satellite with the Long March 4 Charlie carrier rocket at the Satellite Launch Center. The first and second stage rockets are normal, and the third level work is abnormal. Data surveillance judged that the rocket's third level in the satellite wreckage had fallen and the satellite launch failed. The troubleshooting and related processing work has been fully carried out. So, yeah. And because it's a Chinese launch, I know you're all going to ask if there's debris. Guess what? There is. And yes, debris made landfall, but not in China. It all fell in Laos. I'm going with Laos. There was originally some confusion when local residents heard the explosion and saw the debris. They initially thought it was from a large drone. Nope. It was from China's Long March and the satellites from the Yaogan mission. Yaogan. I am terrible with pronunciation, and I apologize to everyone. So, Launch Stuff tweeted, at least one building got a direct hit in Laos, and many other pieces fell near homes, a school, a Buddhist temple, and worst of all, at a poor coffee farm. No reported injuries at any of the locations. So, a lot of debris, and this is just some of the debris that's been photographed. There's a whole lot more debris, and I am going to get now. Here is a link where you can see way more photos of the debris that people have collected. So I'm really just grateful no one got hurt. It doesn't look like any infrastructure was taken out. And for there to only be one building that was hit, that's actually pretty good. I didn't see any pictures of really big debris. A lot of them were kind of small. And yeah, if I didn't know they were from rockets and I didn't know that there was a rocket taking off, I don't think I would have known it was from a rocket. So that's what I got for you for the... I know, we're talking about the Chinese rocket failure, cat. And apparently my cat has strong opinions on this. So here, cat, have some opinions. Just have them quietly. He's like, all right, how do I get up here? All right, I apologize for the interruption. All right, we might just start over again because this is ridiculous. Okay. You know what? We're starting over again. We're doing it because my zoo does not cooperate. Yeah, I will be rocket video again, and we're gonna do this over from the top. Thank you for your patience. My cat apparently has no regards for personal space, so yeah. Hey. Hello, and welcome to Daily Space for today, May 24th, 2019. I am your host, Annie Wilson. Dr. Pamela is still sick, but she's in chat. Also, please remember, I know enough astronomy to be dangerous, and Dr. Pamela is the actual astronomer. So when you ask questions, please at both CosmoQuest X and Starstrider so we can both see your questions and you can get an answer. Alright, so we have 4 news stories for you today, and let's get at it, shall we? So, first up is, of course, the Chinese rocket launch that was earlier this week. So, they had a launch on Wednesday the 22nd at 10:49 p.m. That's 2200 hours, 49 minutes UTC, which in China was the morning of May 23rd, and it did not go as planned. The official release reads, and this is translated, so please excuse the weird grammar. May the 23rd, China launched the remote sensing number 33 satellite with the Long March 4C carrier rocket at the Tianyong Satellite Launch Center. The first and second stage rockets are normal, and the third level work is abnormal. Data surveillance judged that the rocket's third level in the satellite wreckage had fallen and the satellite launch failed. The troubleshooting and related processing work has been fully carried out. So yeah, debris hit the Earth, and this image that you're looking at right now is from Chinese social media, and if you look, you should be able to see some weird kind of swirly clouds, and yeah, that's never a good sign. So the debris that did hit Earth, that made landfall, it didn't hit in China, it hit in Laos. And there was originally some confusion when local residents heard the explosion and saw the debris fall. And they initially thought it was from a large drone, because apparently that's a thing in Laos. No, this is all from China's rocket and the satellite. Launch Stuff tweeted, at least one building got a direct hit in Laos. Many other pieces fell near homes, a school, a Buddhist temple, and worst of all, at a poor coffee farm. No reported injuries at any of the locations. So that's good. Damage was done, but nobody was hurt, which is kind of amazing because it looks like everything's split up into a bunch of different pieces, and I'm posting the link in chat where you can go see more images of more debris, because I just picked a couple, and you know, in the image on the right you can kind of see some circuit boards, and on the left I'm still not sure what that is, but it has human hands for scale. So this did break into a lot of pieces and it fell everywhere, and some of the chunks that hit were rather large. And yeah, it is amazing that nobody got hurt. Okay, on to something kind of different. So this happened, okay, a month ago, but it was published kind of recently on phys.org, and I thought it was cool. So April 23rd, residents of Aguas Zarcas, a small Costa Rican town, reported a fireball in the sky. If you guessed that the fireball was a meteorite, you win 50 internet points! But wait, it gets better. It wasn't just any old meteorite. It is a carbonaceous chondrite, which tend to have organic compounds and water. They are between 80 and 95% clay, and they literally fall apart if they get wet. These are not the iron meteorites that you are used to seeing. These are clay balls that came from space. So they're also kind of rare. They account for less than 5% of meteorite falls. Literally 5%. So as you could imagine, there was a race to collect samples in the area, and collectors got lucky and had 5 rain-free days. And in those 5 rain-free days, they were able to collect 55 pounds of meteorites. Some of these samples have made their way into the collection of Arizona State University, where apparently they have a very large meteorite collection and keep some of them in atmospherically controlled conditions, like with a whole bunch of nitrogen so they don't deteriorate. And the collection will be studied there, and it's really, really cool. Official classification and naming is still pending. So yeah, this is super cool. Literally mud balls from space. This hasn't happened, I think, in like 50 years. So really cool to see a rare event happen and mud balls hit Earth. It makes me happy. And yes, the local residents that did collect these meteorites have been paid money for the things that they have found. I'm hoping it was a fair amount of money for all the work that the local residents put in, so good job for paying people for the things that they have found. Alright, and on to something kind of even more different. So, one of the why is this a mysteries of our solar system is, where does all of the Earth's water come from? We used to casually say it came from comets, but then we actually started measuring the composition of comets and realized it's not a match. The kinds of water and ratios and the kinds of atoms we see in comets don't match what we see in the sea. So, today, telescopes like the Sophia Airborne Observatory, which is shown here, are working out to figure out if maybe we just didn't look at the right comets, or if we were looking at the right comets but weren't looking at them in the right way. Alright, so here's what matters. Water, shown here, is made out of hydrogen and oxygen. The hydrogen are the white balls, the oxygen is the red ball. Hydrogen atoms come in a few different types. Typically what we're used to seeing here on Earth, it's just hydrogen with a proton, no neutrons. So, but there are hydrogens that have neutrons, and that makes them heavier, and the hydrogens with neutrons that are heavier are called deuterium. So, scientists are working to compare the ratios of the atoms with deuterium, the water molecules with deuterium, to the water molecules without deuterium, so the water that we know here on Earth. And in general, the comets have been observed to have a much higher ratio of deuterium, 2 to 3 times higher than what we have in Earth's oceans. So yeah, something's going on there. This seems to imply that the comets we've observed couldn't make up the bulk of Earth's oceans. But what if we observe them when they're near the sun we aren't seeing like the actual representative material. So to answer that question, scientists studied comet 46 Papa Wartanen as it approached Earth last Christmas. Using SOFIA, they measured the deuterium hydrogen ratio as the comet approached the sun. So as the comet approached the sun, comet, sun, the comet becomes more active. Deuterium hydrogen ratio like Earth, I think. Deuterium. I am so sorry. You all know by now I'm terrible at pronouncing things. Deuterium. Deuterium. Okay. So as the comet, reaches the sun, it becomes more active. Deuterium hydrogen like Earth. Deuterium. There we go. Deuty with rum. Oh, y'all. Further out, we were just starting to see a coma around the comet. We're seeing the surface ice sublimate. That ice is somehow different and looks different from Earth. Ultimately, we need to dig in and get a deep sample someday. And that will help us understand. All right. So this story, hey, I know, I'm struggling with pronunciation, okay? I know, I was not an English major. We know. You don't have to make any more comments about it, Puck. We got it. Here, have some Cheerios. Have some Cheerios for your thoughts, Puck. So this story comes to us from Twitter. A number of folks took note yesterday when the Minor Planet Center shared the orbital parameters for a new comet that isn't doing what is expected. First guess? It's not aliens. Aliens does not count as a guess. Maybe another possible extrasolar comet. Comet, not comment. Although solar comets, that would be awesome. So, have this link. A lot more observations are needed. The object is far out, moving faster than expected, but still slow to have seen a lot of motion, and time will only give us a better understanding. But as Daniel Fisher points out, this may be the first time we found one while it's on its way into the newest solar system. All right, so this tweet, if you can't see it, that's on the screen. It says, could it be that Comet C 2019 K1 or Atlas is an interstellar visitor like Oumuamua, but discovered 9 months before Peripheon and already active? I know! And then see the link that I already shared in chat. I know! It's not aliens. I promise it's not aliens. So there's some measurements there and need way more positions. So yeah, that's that. And I think we survived the news together and all of my terrible pronunciations. And I thank you again for your patience because I apparently can't pronounce things. All right, so give me a second to kind of clean up from having the cat on my desk because he ate food and then ran. He had 2 bites and ran away. All right, so give me a second and I will pull up and scroll up through chat and see what our questions are. See, Paranor made a comment about how I need to get a Cheerio gun. I have literally thought about having a little robot that automatically tossed Cheerios at the dogs, so I wouldn't have to remember. But that's okay. Oh, thank you for the follow, Yukon Cornelius Prime. That is a lovely username. So, for those of you that are new, oh, look, we're going to have even more. Those of you that are new, this is what happens when things pop up on my screen. Hey, Puck, speak. I asked Puck. Well, Tinker says thank you. Puck is trying to say thank you, and I say thank you. So here's for the follow from Yukon and And then Bad Panda Bear donated bits. Tinker, can you speak again? Puck, speak. Tinker says thank you again. And I'm going to make it sprinkle on Tinker because apparently Tinker doesn't understand Tinker speak. She understands Puck speak. All right. Yeah, so scrolling up to go see what all the questions are. Neuropilot makes a comment, a lot of my streamer friends are reluctant to cover Chinese launches due to disregard for civilians. Yeah, it's complicated. I mean, Chinese launches are difficult to live stream. It never happens, but I feel like it is important to cover them because they are launching things. The fallout we have zero control over, and I don't know if international pressure would help with getting China to consider changing their ways, because these images do, you know, they're not censoring the images that get posted up on social media, on Chinese social media, and because, you know, people have figured out that they can be on Chinese social media, pull these things and put them on so-called Western social media. Like, the Western world, I think, is generally, as a whole, general populace is unaware that bits just fall on to citizens, because that is not at all how the US handles launches, and I don't think that's how ESA handles launches. I don't know if it's just China that does that, because I'm not sure if India drops debris over their own populace. So, yeah, there's that. There's that. When will humanity embrace the overview effect? I don't know what you mean by that, Zoe. I really don't. Yeah. I have no idea what you mean by that. Nana makes the comment, I feel like maybe the school is worst of all, just me. I think Launch Stuff made the comment about the worst of all, the poor coffee farmers field, because that may have taken away money, potential income from the coffee farmer, and I doubt he would get reimbursed for the damage. It would be terrible if it was a school and killed people or hurt people, but I don't know if there was a lot of damage done to the school, so I think that's how he's spinning it. I think all the damage, honestly, is kind of terrible, and I wish it wouldn't happen like that. So, and by poor, I think they meant literally that this man lives in poverty, so... Yeah, no, I don't have $50 just be given away, but I can give away 50 internet points. I can totally give give away 50 internet points. That is not a cup holder. Now I'm kind of curious. Now I want to go back and see what you're talking about. That is not a cup holder. Let me see. Let me look at the larger. It looks like an airplane with a lot of computers, which is exactly what it's supposed to be, but I'm kind of impressed by the... Well, I guess they're not doing parabolic arcs, so it doesn't really matter if they have, you know, just drinks on desks. But yeah, alrighty then. Go, there we go. Pull chat up again. Veronica Kier asks, Clay has water. Do we know what tests they will perform on the clay meteorites? At the moment, I don't know. They're probably going to test for composition to, you know, see exactly how much clay is in these, exactly how many and what kinds of organic compounds and what other minerals. Right now, I think they're just trying to make sure they're all in the spot, and they may already be doing work, but I didn't see any of that in the article. So, and Larry asks, so Carbondoanius, I don't know what you're trying to say, occurs more commonly in asteroids than meteors. So I don't know what you mean by that. But Starstrider replies with the test that they're going to perform, mass spectroscope, which makes sense, and then make thin slices to look at structures. So yeah. And no, my little oxygen does not have eyes. It is... There are holes here for more... where's my... I don't know where my other models are at the moment. But these are just... The red ball is to make it easier to see, you know, the actual atom, and there's holes in it to allow for another piece to come through, which if I had a carbon atom handy, which I don't for whatever reason, I think it's behind the green screen, I could show you that, you know, because carbon is tetrahedral. And Gem Doctor makes a comment about how the most common meteorite material sells for around $20 a gram. Starstrider says meteors are tiny bits of asteroid. The issue is that this kind tend not to survive through the atmosphere, so it is common in space, and what makes it to the surface of the Earth are different. And now everybody's making fun of my pronunciation of deuterium. So are they doing any testing for life on the clay balls or comets with water? Probably, they're going to look for organic compounds, and I don't think we know how the organic compounds, we're talking like amino acids, get into these things. So it's a little weird. Ironheart asks, could the composition of Earth's water have changed since the heavy bombardment? So could have come from comets originally but changed over time so no longer matches. And I'm looking to see if there's an answer. And there's no answer. I don't know. CosmoQuest asks, is this the first time China dropped debris on non-citizens? I really don't know. I don't know because I haven't tracked that. I don't know because I have not tracked that at all. Comments about, oh bother, can build us a Cheerio trebuchet. Stream has died. Oh no. I'm still here, Astro B. I'm still here. Oh, thank you for the follow, Numer. So, and I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. So, we're gonna do the thing. Hey, Puck, speak. Come on, speak. Come on. Oof. All right, Puck says thank you. Tinker, speak. Puck, speak. All right, I can't get Tinker to reliably do it. Anyways, Tinker says thank you, Puck says thank you, I say thank you, and make it rain. There's so many Cheerios on coats right now, and make it sprinkle on Tinkerbell. They literally hit her in the head. I know you guys can't see it, but it's hilarious for me. Larry points out that deuterium is stable and it does not decay. I think deuterium is also known as heavy water? No. When it's connected to oxygen, it makes heavy water. So, it's the ratio of H2O to D2O that suggests the origin, right, Starstrider? That's my understanding. Deuterium oxide is heavy water, so yes. I feel like, hey, it's just favorite human moving upstairs. I feel like I could have prepared better and had like different little markers. So I had, you know, water and heavy water. Okay. So Veronica says school, hopefully, as far as the impact school, hopefully his roof farm does not. Yeah. Nana says potential child death, potential financial loss. It would also be, it's tough. Because losing a child is also in some places of the world definitely a financial loss. Loss of financial future income, but also it's a freaking child, it's a life. And again, I'm just grateful that nobody got hurt. It doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of damage. This is me just trying to explain somebody else's tweet. I did not tweet that. I have not launched stuff. And yeah, I think all the damage that was done by the debris was kind of unnecessary and sad. And I don't think a lot of those people have any recourse for getting reimbursed for the damage that, their country didn't even do. So yeah, it's complicated, and it's beyond it's out of my lane, quite frankly. It's out of my lane. Did I get Cheerio dust on me? I think I got Cheerio dust on me. Alrighty then. Trillian H2O says, I do know that D2O is highly corrosive. I thought they used D2O for nuclear stuff, though. I really don't know. I don't think it is. I think it's just heavier than water, and therefore heavy water. If I'm wrong, feel free to correct me. I have no... Okay. Okay, well, thank you for clarifying that, Nana, because I'm just like, yeah. Veronica says, it's irresponsible to launch where potential debris could come down over land. That's a given. Again, it's not something we have a lot of control over. We could probably try to pressure China, but there's so many other things that people are pressuring China about, so... Don't confuse heavy water with DNTO, which I'm not sure what DNTO is. Tectonic Earth asks, is it okay if I post a link to Orbital Index, a weekly newsletter about startup space industry? Sure. I don't see a problem with that. I am also not the boss, so I would say wait for the boss's answer. Wait for Starstrider to give an answer. Or that. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. See? She said it was okay anyways. Dinitrogen tetraoxide. Oh, DNTO. I have a model of that. Alright. See if I can get to some of my other models. Oh, wait. Here it is. It's not hiding behind there, but I feel like something just fell off in my hand. Oh, I know it fell off in my hand. So give me... Let's pull out the models. I just have to fix them because there's no... Some of these don't some of the marker... I can't remember what they're called. Space filling or something. I just know it makes it easier to see the atoms on stream. So, N2O4. I wish subscript was easier. So, N2O4 is this. And... I can't remember, but this is not good stuff to be around. So N2O4 is this, and some other nasty material is this. This is unsymmetrical dimethylhydrazine, and it's 2 nitrogens and 2 carbons and 8 hydrogens. And this has 0 hydrogens, UDMH, there we go. Unsymmetrical dimethylhydrazine. And then this has 2 oxygens and... Or no, 2 nitrogens and 4 oxygens. And the reason why these bonds are not complete double bonds is because there's resonance here. And nitrogen likes to have 3 bonds, but Obviously, if these were both double bonds, and oxygen likes to have 2 bonds. If these were both double bonds, nitrogen would have 5 bonds, and that's not how that works. So they kind of spread out an extra charge between some resonance going on. And that's the best I can explain it. Go, minor in chemistry! So, but yeah, these are both used for rocket fuel, as well as liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen. And there's some others that are used that I don't have models of because the models are either too large and too unwieldy, or they're kind of a mixture. They're a mixture of different compounds. So set these aside. All right. So any other questions? So heavy water has a pH of 7.44. Water has distilled water, pure water has a pH of 7, and seawater is 8. So not as corrosive as seawater. So there we go. But this stuff is highly corrosive. It is definitely highly corrosive. It's okay. It's okay to make mistakes because this is how we learn. Yeah, don't worry, Nana. I was not the greatest chemistry. I am not the greatest chemist. I break glassware. I take really long to do experiments. And yeah, there's a reason I have a minor in chemistry, and I know just enough to kind of intelligently talk about it. So yeah, don't feel bad. I make mistakes all the time. All the time. Hey! Yeah, biology's cool too, but I apparently know way more about chemistry than biology at this point in my life, and that's okay. All right, so any more questions? I am going to get everything set up to do, you know, the end of show stuff. As a reminder, we have a thing going where if we get, what did we say? Where's my notebook? And I will tally up extra bits after this stream. So if we get to 200,000 bits, and yes, I will make a goal thing for underneath the stream. If we get to 200,000 bits, we will have both Favorite Human and Kyle on stream at the same time. So I think we're going to do this through Zoom, so we don't have to go out to St. Louis because Dr. Pamela and Kyle live in St. Louis, and Favorite Human and I live in Youngstown. So yeah, I have a little notebook. Y'all can't really see it, and I forgot to post pictures to Discord last night, but I am keeping track. And right now we are at 22, aside from today's stream, we are at 22,000 out of our goal of 200,000 bits to make this happen. So if y'all would like to see Favorite Human's face on stream with Kyle's face on stream, that's where, you know, your kind of bits are going towards, even if you didn't realize that that was a thing. So yes, both Kyle and Favorite Human have agreed to this, so don't be all like, ah. All right, so the next launch that I'm covering, because I saw somebody ask that. The next launch that I'm covering, absolutely for sure, is not until June 11th, and that will be the RadarSat launch by SpaceX. The reason why I say for sure is because between now and then, I see 2 Russian launches and 1 Chinese launch, and there's no live video expected for the Chinese launch, and I think we can get live video for Roscosmo launches, but I haven't really figured that one out yet. Nana asks, is Favorite Human the significant other? Yes. It is. So, Noel says, Noel says about me that I know just enough chemistry to be dangerous, and with chemistry, that doesn't have to be much. I know, right? I know. So yeah, I think the next one that I'll be covering is June 11th. And next Wednesday, we'll talk about all the launches that, you know, are going to be happening or that have happened within the week prior and that will be happening, you know, the week forward. Depends on, you know, how much launch stuff there is to talk about. So, all right, I have that up. And we'll need to figure out who to raid. So I'm doing that. So I'm going to pull up Brain Bites first to see if anybody else on the team. Shh, it's okay. Kit Bodega, and I think somebody said, oh bother. So I'm also checking the Knowledge Fellowship Discord. I think I saw oh bother. Oh bother is indeed streaming, so is Jesse Skinner. So yeah, yeah, because I am pretty much wrapping things up and going to get off because I still need to pack for this weekend. And, you know, things of that nature. And it's lunchtime, which is exactly why the cat was harassing me. So, alright, I'm not seeing any other questions, so I'm going to start the wall of text now. Y'all have been warned. If anybody... It was a car horn. It's okay. I'm allowed to end. Have some Cheerios. Update. Wait, we have an update? Now I have to wait for the update. We've discovered images are getting saved. I don't know what that means. Oh yeah, I forgot about Bennu, but Bennu was going to be part of the whole test. It just isn't giving you a new image. So when you hit submit, it's saving the image but not giving you a new image. I'm okay with this bug because that means time isn't getting wasted. Yes, okay, awesome. So the bug that we thought where everybody was wasting time, turns out your images and your marks are being saved. So if you hit image submit and it appears to do nothing, even after a minute, it's okay. Your work is being saved. You're just not getting a new image. And if you only want to do an image a day, this is excellent news for you because now you just hit image submit and walk away. It can take a very long time to do these images. And for those that have no idea what I'm talking about, let me show you. So this, I have to pull it up onto the other screen because I closed a bunch of things. That's my fault. So, let's see if I can pull this up real quick. All right, so Bennu. What the heck is Bennu that we're talking about? Bennu is an asteroid of which OSIRIS-REx is orbiting, and we didn't think it was going to be covered in rocks. And this is going to be a problem because all of the rocks are going to present a hazard to OSIRIS-REx's collection mission because they can either cause the craft to bounce off the asteroid at a weird angle, or it can clog the collection head, which it blows air out of a canister to essentially move debris and put it up into its canister head. So it could damage the canister head, it could get, you know, the intake could get clogged, it can bounce off. Anyways, all these rocks that we didn't think were there are hazards, so we need to mark them. This is an actual image of Bennu, and there's a lot of boulders. There's rocks on boulders, there's boulders on rocks, there's rocks near boulders. Oh yeah, and there's rocks in craters. So here's an image of before. Rocks on boulders near more rocks with some craters. So here's an image of before marking, and here's an image afterwards. It looks kind of like a petri dish. As far as what's the cutoff between a rock and a boulder, I personally will mark a rock as something that will fit under the little blue dot. If it's bigger than that, I mark it with a line for the boulder. And if you do actually see a crater, because there are a couple, mark the rocks and the boulders first in that area before using the crater tool, because you can't mark rocks and boulders over the crater tool. You can use the zoom feature a little bit to scroll in, and as far as the boulders go, mark them on the long axes. So whichever side looks longer, that's where you want the line to begin. If it's kind of round, pick a side. So yeah, this is what a Bennu image looks like all mapped, and this is before it's mapped. It's a lot. We know there's a lot of stuff. Just mark everything. It can take you 30 minutes to do one image, which is why we're saying if you can only do an image a day, that's fine. Mark everything. It is really important. And there's over 450 images. There's going to be another 4,500. I know. Puck has opinions on the amount of images and the amount of rocks. There's going to be another 4,500 added soon if they haven't been added already. So yeah, there's that. It's a lot. Oh, look at Apod today. So we made it through, you know, my explanation of Bennu. It's a lot of rocks. I know. Here. So here's some Cheerios, and because we made it through, and make it rain! And make it sprinkle for Tinkerbell. Alright, so for real, I think we're done. So now I'm going to start the wall of text without any additional images. So this has been a production of CosmoQuest. We do way more than stream. You can map craters on the moon, you can mark rocks and boulders and rocks and some more rocks, and if you're lucky, a crater on Bennu. Please mark things on Bennu. It is super important, and we're kind of on a time crunch. In order to find a suitable landing spot for Osiris Rex to collect, you know, material, we need to have all of the original 450 done by July 10th. So right now there's 15 people per image. Do your best and take your time. And remember, one image a day is fine as long as you do an image a day. So thank you for the bits, Veronica. So here's some more Cheerios. And make it rain. And make it sprinkle. So, speaking of other streams, this was Daily Space. You can catch Daily Space Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern. Right now that's 1700 hours UTC. On most Sundays, myself, Annie, streams myself colorizing space telescope data. Right now I'm working on Spitzer data, which is very different from all the Hubble data I've done previously, so this is kind of a challenge. As a reminder, I am not streaming this Sunday. What else? So, we also do other random-ish live streams. Sometimes, you know, if you're lucky, you can catch rocket launches. If you follow us, you definitely get a notification. Sometimes it's just streams of me doing behind-the-scenes work. Lately, you know, and probably up until July 10th in the future, you will see random streams of us marking Bennu, because these things need to get done. And if you don't want to miss out on a stream, give us a follow. Follows are free! And speaking of follows and other things, we are brought to you by you. All of your subscriptions, your bits, your pledges on Patreon, your donations, your merch purchases, all of that. And I think that's all of that. All of that really goes and helps us keep running. It pays for paychecks because I'm super lucky and I actually get, you know, an hourly paycheck for streaming, and that's not something everybody else does. And all of this other money goes to support people that you don't see on stream. So there's a whole bunch of us. It's not just the two of us. It's a whole bunch of us. So yeah, thank you for all of that. And our host institution is PSI, that's Planetary Science Institute in Tucson, Arizona, working in collaboration with Youngstown State University here in Youngstown. I think the sun's out today, Ohio. And I think that's all the things. Oh, YouTube. If you miss an episode, we archive them on YouTube. And really, 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 I think that's all the things. So thank you again for your patience. Thanks for tuning in. I am going to awkwardly roll the credits, and then we are going to raid Oh Bother. So until next time, have a wonderful insert time of day here, be that day, morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever. Be kind to each other, and if the skies allow, look up. So until next time, bye. Where's the credit screen?